open for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. This is Logan. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Jackson trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 45 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far.
Right now, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, 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 twist. 25, check 25, check 25.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll toss it out to Carson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Carson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. David Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. Out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from... Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Zebra.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Carlton Davis picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, It's Logan, and the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. From the gun on third down, Jackson. That is caught. It's Perriman. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Brashad Perriman, 88 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the delay, here's Carson. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players than football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down.
Screen 80! You ain't going nowhere. Got it. 45, come on.
To throw is Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first. On first down, it's Carson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now it's Wilson. And Jerron Brown's got it complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, Carson, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Mike, 45. Watch the run, watch the run.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Brings up second and 9 at the 19-yard line.
On second and 9, Jackson, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure, he's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable for Lockett. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Jaron Brown, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Buccaneers will take over at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson airing this one out for Evans. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 81 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on second half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
45. Mike, one time. Hey, what's the ball? Friday.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Drop deep.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up the key 1st down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
This is Carson. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bucs' 48-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to throwing them.
And they'll work this down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
On second down now, it's Logan. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a... Tough 3rd and 15.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Let's go. Henry. I smell fear in that
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angle under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ndamukong Suh in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. David Moore. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. He completes it to Evans. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. On first down, it's Hunt. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They run again with Hunt. Ashawn Robinson there on the stop. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. The Bucs on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. They run with Hunt, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now it's Lockett. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary didn't really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And say what you want about CenturyLink Field up in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
time to bring the bass burn.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. He just watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Hey.